get off, power, hands, explosive, relentless, get off, relentless.
It's a blessing. It's a dream realized.
I got hella work to do. I gotta get way better with my hands.
Something that I take great pride in.
You gotta rush. You gotta give everything you got to try to win the game.
Not being comfortable, not being satisfied.
Hey, take advantage of your opportunity today, dog. Let's go, bro.
You shall not pass, Arch, on Grady
It's
Jarrett.
not just the 10 years. It's been his life.
It's the discipline in so many ways, whether it's physical with your body, your mental, the things you may want, the decisions that you make, the sacrifices that you make to chase your dream every day.
To play 10 years in the same spot, for the same city, for the same owner, that is rare air.
It's a reset for me. Year 10 for me is like a reset. Let's do it again. Let's turn it up some more because it's a lot more left.
We're going to talk about the game, but I think one of the bigger stories coming out of it here, Arch, is the impact of Grady Jarrett going down.
Jarrett left Sunday's game against the Titans very early.
He's missed 3 regular season games. 135 out of 138 since he joined the team.
Grady Jarrett, one of the faces of the franchise, we've learned will miss the rest of the season.
It was actually the second play of the game where the injury happened. It was a basic, like just a cutoff block, knocked legs with the center as he was climbing up to the next level, and I felt our legs clash.
So he's coming off the field and he looks right at me and he's like,
I really thought it was just like like a little, not even a strain, it was just a weird feeling. So then the fourth play come, it's just regular base block. And as I try to shed the blocker, my leg just like give out, and then I know like something's wrong with it.
he goes in the tent. And so I think Danny told me that they were taking him to the locker room.
I was in there like telling to myself like, no way, like it's just like a little kink or something, you know, and I'm in there doing air squats.
Get to the locker room and talk to him, and it was probably one of the most devastating moments that I've ever seen him go through.
Like you could tell with the energy, you know, when Doc know, they do the test, and so unfortunately, you know, that's where my season was ended. The next day confirming that I did tear my ACL, and you know, I got back home Sunday night, and after the game, I'm like trying to be optimistic. The best feeling that I could equate it to for me in that moment was like a broken heart. I just had been in a spot so long mentally where I was just so locked in on doing the work, grinding, whether it's in my professional life being a football player or in my personal life as well, just being locked in as far as emotions and things that can throw you off the game. I really wasn't too in touch with the good, bads, and uglies of emotional stuff. When this happened to me, because of football being a love of mine, you know, an escape, then I'm realizing like I'm not about to be able to do this and be out for the season, something I never had to go through. When I say broken heart, because you can't control that, how that emotion feel. You know, you feel like a sunken feeling in your stomach and chest, and it do show you that, you know, at the end of the day, we are all mortal. Trials and tribulations, they're gonna come, you know, and it's all about how you respond. I was in Colorado. I planned to be there 2 weeks post-op, working with their therapists out there. The first 2 weeks are really critical in ACL recovery as far as getting your leg back moving.
Good job.
When I was able to go into recovery room, I said, all right, bud, it's time to go to work. He said, I already know.
In the first 2 weeks, which was some of the most painful things I've been in, getting up for like my second day of PT, and I was just stunned. Like I was just trying to get off the couch, and I literally, like my knee was in so much pain. Simple things, it's like, even if like say you got to try to move your leg, like activating your hip to move it it was just tough. I knew that this was gonna be a tough mental battle for me, but I didn't want to allow the space for me to fall into a state of, whether you call it depression or of woe was me. And that doesn't mean that I hadn't had bad days, hard moments, you know, where you do get emotional about things. Being depressed, giving in or second guessing. Is this where I need? I'm not even allowing them thoughts to get in my head. Because I don't work too hard to get to this moment where I am to let this define anything about my career. If anything, it's gonna define me in a positive way, how I come back, how you overcome. That heartbreak for any athlete that's been through this, well, no whether you rec league, high school, college, pro, that heartbreak is unmatched, you know? And I never would have understood that had I not gone through this. And I gotta go to work, gotta get right, and I gotta do what I gotta do to get back and get past even where I was at, you know, because it's a lot more football left for me. And I just knew that I wanted to beast this.
He worked like a beast. We go on vacation. The first thing he's checking, I'm trying to make sure I got a great view. He's checking out to make sure what kind of gym or facility they have or what's the closest thing. Nah, no relax. No relax.
You know, it's a new challenge for me. Almost refreshing in a sense, you know, especially being at this point in my career. I ain't had no time to soak, you know, because every week count, every day count, and I just don't want to waste no days. Blow dry lets you see how long my hair really is. Man, you know, I be working out, sweating, but that thing that's called that shrinkage now. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that.
Long hair don't care.
Yeah, man.
Do you have a favorite hairstyle that you've had over the years?
Probably the cornrows like this. I done do like some single twists. I do like some braids or something, like called jet plait braids. We'll do that sometime. I'll do the 2-strand twist. We tried the locks one time. I
was proud of it.
I tried to do the locks one time. You know, we kept returning twist. I'm like, man, I ain't built for this, man.
Let's go, baby. Let's get a turnover. Let's go again.
First year, it really felt like it was just nonstop. Like we'd be in training camps, you stay in the dorms, go to work, go home, go to work, go home. That's what rookie year felt like all year, to be honest.
First time I met him, he was one of the first people in the weight room. But he was so serious and had this demeanor about him that was a young draft pick D lineman that nobody had these expectations for except for himself. I can only imagine what he's going to become.
Tucson is blasted. Grady Jarrett out of Rockdale County. And who else? You shall not pass. Well, nobody decided to block the 5th-round draft pick.
The league was different. These were bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes was massive. Like with all these fast offenses, RPOs, stretch run game. You know, you need guys that can move quick and laterals. Good thing happens to those who run.
And you shall not pass.
You can't run, it's gonna be hard for you at any position because you're gonna have to rush, you're gonna have to play the run, and be semi-good at both.
When you tired of like encouraging your brother, even though me and Ro, we hurting like we yelling like, let's get it. You gotta rush, you gotta give everything you got to try to win the game for us.
Hey, let's go, man. Hey, it's all about the trenches, man. We're going to win the game up here in the front. Let's set the zone.
He was a natural leader. He had the ability to lead from behind. You've seen the demeanor, you've seen the man, you've seen the seriousness, you've seen the guy that he was, you've seen who he was about, what he was about. Once he got a feel for it all, I think the natural instinct to lead took over for himself.
Yo, let's do this. We hunting all damn day. Yeah. Hunt on 3, 1, 2, 3.
He cares about his teammates. Like literally cares about their well-being. He cares about sharing information.
He speaks when he needs to, and when he does, I think everybody is willing to listen, whether it be a coach, whether it be a player, whether it be personnel department.
Baby, everything you got, man. Leave it on the field. Half on that window, you know? When you have reached around the back, you had them under control, so just stay right there till the cross, then so that. Come on, D! Come on, D! Need you, baby. Need you, baby. I need every one of y'all.
Any rookie, any vet, you know, he's going to share it. He's going to say, hey, come on, work out. This is what I do. This is where I go. You know, he's going to share that information. And I think that continues to make him a better person and a standout person. Something that really sticks out to me for Grady the early years, definitely his first sack in the NFL, and that was against Tampa.
Because that first sack is just so much pressure, how it's gonna feel when I get my first NFL. So even the first sack of the season is like, when is it gonna come?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was about to ask, like 10 years later.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Winston the snap, and now he will be sacked. Looking to throw, up in the pocket, and he's tripped down, and then Jarrett polished him off.
Every time we were playing them, Grady was,
But just keep working to do it. Does it just happen? Do you gotta go get it? Do you?
Wants to throw, pressure coming, he's sacked. Grady Jarrett out of Conyers, America.
Yeah!
And hits were like sacks. I remember one year I led my position of quarterback hits, only had 4 sacks. How does this happen? And then you see somebody with 10 sacks, they got 10 hits. Every hit was a sack.
Who was your favorite quarterback to sack? Like, who do you be like, you know what? I can't wait to sack this person.
Everybody get a guess.
Tom Brady?
I mean, yeah, come on now. Everybody come lead when to sack Tom Brady. I've been fortunate to do it a couple times. And then obviously we all know what happened in the Super Bowl with me balling out, Jazz, not us losing.
Falcons trying to get there. Brady flush, sacked again! Grady Jarrett has done it!
But yeah, that was one of my best games. I remember that feeling. We took a bus ride through the Atlanta station. Man, well, you would have thought everybody in Atlanta came out there, man. The energy was so crazy. People on top of people, like showing us love. So I definitely want to get that feeling back. First time I used to get my hair braided. Hurt. But now,
That is true.
Now I'll be good. Jazz got good hair too, man.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Fridays usually be my longest day of the week. It's short at work, so say we got short work, and then I'll go see my sports doctor, and then by the time I get done with him, it may be like 5 o'clock. I pull up, get to the house, time enough for me to get something to eat. She here, we spend an hour. Then Forrest come, cut my hair. So that's our little routine we've been doing the past couple of years. So I see them every week for.
I do a lot of athletes. Me and Forrest. We do a lot of the people on the teams, different teams. Like, probably one of the most humble I've ever worked with. And it's like, it's a good thing to work with somebody who's like that, because you get to grow from it too. Like, he saw me come from like working at somebody's line to now on my own. Just to see him grow and then you growing with him is just like, what? What's your biggest goal for year 10?
Year 10, man, I'm trying to get back in the postseason.
Let's go, NFC Championship. Let's go.
Win a championship, get back to the Pro Bowl. It's just about get back. You know what I'm saying? Get back healthy, get back on the field, go out there playing hair on fire.
Grady Jarrett devours Alexander Madison.
Sideline, sack, tackle for low, all that stuff, like being highly productive and really just having fun. Then we got a little chicken curry, some shrimp, some cabbage, some turkey bacon. And she be doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? I used to do all the cooking, but I don't cook too often no more, so.
He is a chef. He knows how to get down.
I can do steaks, chicken, like even like my soul food stuff. I can do all that, macaroni and cheese, yam. So Swisher could cook too. Is she over there?
She can cook.
I taught her how to cook. No,
He taught everybody how to cook, and then he wants to say he's not a chef. He does everything.
Boys always pull up on me like he be at the facility and stuff, but he always make time to come see me, you know what I'm saying, everywhere I live. When somebody know you and see you grow over years and years, that's how you develop, you know what I'm saying, trust and just camaraderie, you know, so it's good to have that.
And watch him grow as a man, like having his own family and everything, like it's funny just watching him around his son.
Mm-hmm. What's up, dude? Oh, come on, let's go, my bad. A-K-L-M-N-O-P. Oh, you can sing so good.
So for me, like when he's getting double teamed, it's not recognized. Mm-hmm. But for 2 people to be on him, somebody else is free.
Oh yeah, Detroit, right? Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah,
It
fact.
was like 3 guys.
Yep.
Damn, y'all ain't got to block nobody else?
You can feel that the second guy comes like, all right, bet. Then you feel a third person coming, he like, no, this ain't no scheme that you study. Ain't nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep overcoming it. It ain't gonna stop, you know what I'm saying? How I do my job affects the next man's livelihood. Your success or failure is a reflection of their belief in it. But that's just how
serious you gotta take the game, take and study, how much serious you put in work, you know, things that you let affect your mind and stuff like that. And just when it's time to go to work, you gotta compartmentalize things until you can do a job. Mm-hmm. Really the basic of just trying to walk again. The mechanics of it, your leg, how to get your legs swinging through. I could give every piece of muscle might, and mind you, I done squatted hundreds of pounds over my lifetime. To get this leg up like that took everything in me. Things like that was just something that was just tough for me, seeming like vulnerable. And I take pride in, you know, being a protector, whether it's my family or being a general, like, you know, being head on, going for it, you know, going against other teams, you know, I don't back down from nothing, you know, and then just being in a place where you need a lot of help and assistance. A man like myself, man, you know, I just want to get myself back to where, you know, I can handle my business. So when I got to the point where I could just lift it like that, or lift it straight and go like that was big wins. And it made me kept going, you know, and just trusting the process, going from being wheeled around the wheelchair, in and out of cars, like I gotta get my leg picked up with assistance. Then, you know, you celebrate it for when you can just get in the car yourself or just sit down with bent knees, maybe at like 60 degrees because you can't get to 90. Just being able to sit down without assistance or standing up, you know, without assistance, those become wins, and it helped you mentally like feel better and get better. Like I'm getting right, you know, and it may be small to somebody else, but it's a win for me today. I'm not the first person to have a season-ending injury, and I sure ain't gonna be the last. But I know in my mind, whatever come my way, I'm gonna conquer it. Still going through some hard days, but every win, I celebrate it.
On a clean day, these are all cleaned and all organized. This is my throwback. This is the Super Bowl. This is some of my favorites too. Again, this is travel, or if we're wearing white. All of my flights are made for the year. Literally the second the schedule comes out. And then I'll look and see when the colors come out, the game day colors, then I'll do that. There's not been a stadium that he's been in that I have not been in. That's home or away. We have a tradition. We do a fist bump at every game. This is actually our very first fist bump. And the fist bumps never stop. I'll give him a word every time. You know, depending on the team, you know, sometimes the word is first step. That means get off. That first step. Or power, or perseverance, or endurance. This is one of our first fist bumps again. Every stadium, he finds me. But this is one of my best. And every year, I get these. Every year he says amazing things. So to Mama, I love you, and I am so grateful for you. Thanks for 8 years in the NFL. Doesn't happen without you and everything you do. The best is yet to come. Grady, being my boy, you know, he was just, at this point as an adult, my best friend. I was definitely a parent and not your friend, but we are best friends. And he's just, his happiness, his success, while I feel that he stands on my shoulders, belongs to him. And I am just, I'm that mama that's just so proud. I'm so proud of the man that he is. This is kind of like my wall of fame. These are probably some of the most memorable moments in Grady's career. Super Bowl, this is right after one of the sacks, of course the shoes. The actual jersey that he played in still has some of the Patriots blue on the field, his gloves. And of course, you know, he tied the Super Bowl record with the most single sacks in a Super Bowl. That's like absolutely amazing. The sacks, I don't know, but I'll tell you, there was a tackle for loss against Seattle. Seattle was doing a trick play.
They get in, they get nothing, because Grady Jarrett spikes Luke Wilson. You shall not pass.
Grady blew that play up, It was amazing. That continues to be, look, there's Shields, one of the best plays that he's done. I mean, just absolutely amazing. But I love, again, the third downs. That's when he shows up the most. That's when he is, crazy focused. And then these are extremely special to me. This is when he won the Watch Paint Man of the Year for the Atlanta Falcons. And there's so much that Grady does that nobody just knows absolutely nothing about, because he's not, boastful. He doesn't just say, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. But I know the type of work that he does, and a lot of the communities outside of Rockdale knows and appreciate the work that he does. And this is the man that he is. And that, that's priceless.
He's always been into giving back. He's always been into how do I make everybody around me better? It's kind of what his makeup is. It's kind of who he is what he's about. And it's really special.
We didn't just start feeding the homeless. We didn't just start going to community events. We didn't just start participating in breast cancer. Those were things that my children were raised doing.
We're here at the Atlanta Mission today. It's a 404 day, a day when we go out and give it to the community. We're just, on Easter weekend celebrating with a special group of people. We're going to eat some good food today. They're going to do a lot of different activities and really just spend some time.
He wanted to go to the hospitals. He wanted to go to the community events. He wanted to go to the Boys and Girls Club. That was a mission his very first year in the league, that he wanted to bring a football camp to Rockdale County, and it has been a hit every year.
So it means a lot, to me, and it's important to me to be able to use my platform to make the community better, especially when I play in, grew up in, and like you say, we started 10 years ago since I was Atlanta Falcon, but this is something that I want to, continue out and push for the rest of my days, just using my impact, far long past my playing days, to continue to just make people feel special and help where help is needed. And but I just know that within that time frame that it was about more than just football. It was about more than just the things that happen on Sundays, the victories, the shortcomings. It's about, lifelong victories, impacting somebody. It might be a kid that I met 10 years ago. He might be a grown man now. Something that I might have said to him might have changed his whole life. It's something that they said that I learned from the people that I get to interact with has changed my life as well. And so that's what it's about.
Something that I learned about myself was just really how much I do love the game. Me being, especially in this point of my career in my life, having everything that I could dream of, doing everything I could dream of, and being unsatisfied knowing that I want to go play football was like all the confirmation that I needed. Like, what else would you want to do outside of football? What else would you want to do? But, when I'm willing and able and I'm good, my body ready to go, ain't nothing in the world that I'd rather do other than be playing football. That's something that I definitely knew about myself, but now I know it.
I remember just recently listening to him on his first press conference when he came back. He almost painted the picture so well, how much pain that he went through not being able to be there for his guys.
I missed 2 games my whole career up to that point, and I know that I could play through pain, I could play through things, but when my body not able, I know something was wrong. That was my first time watching a game, on the phone, just trying to be in tune with what's going on, especially the first 2 weeks after, and knowing that they out there practicing, I'm up there laid up.
But the fight that he talked and the thing that you felt in his voice was the energy that he was going to put in order to get back to be the very best for his teammates, for the organization, for the city.
Knowing how much it means to have the opportunity to play in an NFL game. And not to only play in an NFL game, to be a mainstay with an organization, to be, somebody where your presence was missed and felt, and just not taking that for granted, and it make you go harder and wanting to be even better.
Yeah, I feel good.
Whether that's player, more productive, community, more interactive with fans.
Because he's going to come back with a vengeance. He's going to come back with a mission. He's going to come back with something to prove. Not to anybody else, but to himself. And that's even scarier than when he's trying to prove for somebody else.
Every day, he was up, going, up, pushing himself. And even the doctors, when they were looking at him, they were like, you are way ahead of schedule.
Yeah, but I came a long way, but almost. Still just being smart with it. By the time I make it here, I would be killed. I'd be ready to hit that field, but I'm gonna go ahead and stretch it out. I'm gonna stretch it out. I just play.
The reality of it is this game, this business, this everything, it go on without you. And it is gonna go on without you. And that's just the reality of the beast, and that's okay. So when you got that time to do what you gotta do, you gotta maximize it.
You ain't got it looks like it's working. You need to take time, relax. You need to chill. It's gonna come to you. Empty the tank. You get one chance. You get one chance. You get one opportunity. There's a lot of guys that need once that door shut off, they want to get serious. All right, give me another chance. It's too late, man. Once you out, very few to get back.
You can't take it for granted. Hard as you fight to, make a name, to be remembered, to be this and that. They'll forget you just as fast. So while you have the opportunity to do what you do, do your best to try to be legendary. Try to, be one of them ones. Because there's gonna come a day where you can't go no more, but you wanna be clear and also know that you left your best everything out there. And your legacy will speak for itself. Like in life, you wanna leave a good legacy. You don't wanna be forgotten.
And I look like a lot, but that came a long way.
You always felt like he was the heart and soul. You just didn't know of what yet. And it's really become Atlanta. Not even just the defense. It's going beyond a side of the ball. It's going beyond even the building. It's going outside of the building. It's gone to the whole city of Atlanta.
I claim Atlanta hard, and I feel like they really claim me as well. Like I feel the love, I feel the appreciation anywhere I go. It just mean the world to me to be able to play here, and it is something special, and it is something rare. Like I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is my forever home. My first 2 years we was in the Dome, legendary Georgia Dome. Second year, my first year as a starter, still was going fast. I'm doing what I gotta do.
Hand it to Christian Michael, and he will not get there.
Still struggling in certain places, and I'm still struggling now. But it's just I know I wasn't there. My third year was really the turning point, and that was some of the best ball I done played. Like my highest year of tackles for loss was in that third year.
He wants to throw. Hit it, Dave. You shall not pass.
It's personal, dog. And if it ain't personal to you, you're in the wrong place.
Big Grady. And Grady signals right there. Put him right there.
That's when I started to figure out like certain parts of the game, like where can I do this, where can I do that, how I needed to have my body to do the things I wanted to do going forward. And I think from the third year, going to 4, 5, 6, that's when I was able to prepare knowing what I had to do.
Here's Manning, wants to throw, sacked. You shall not pass. Welcome back, Grady Jarrett.
The team at the time, they tried to extend me after my third year, and which would have been a lot more money than I would have coming in. So I'm like, I don't want to sign a deal when I know that my best football is still ahead of me, And then so went into, played my best year, my fourth year.
Now in trouble, fumble of the football. It's scooped up, and it's Vic Beasley with it.
Bet on myself, bet on myself. And they sent over the last proposal. And made me the third highest paid defense tackle in the league.
Breaking news into the NFL Network newsroom. Our Ian Rappaport reports the Falcons have agreed to a new contract with defensive tackle Grady Jarrett.
It was definitely a blessing, but it was hard work and a lot of betting on myself. And I'm glad that I did that and set the standard for myself going forward, because that allowed me to come back with an all-pro season.
Winston, and he'll be sacked, and that's Grady Jarrett.
Made the Pro Bowl, come double back in 2020.
It's Grady, just signed a contract, 3 more years, so 4 more years total of your boy here in the A.
Currently, I'm got 2 years left on this deal. Unfortunately, no guaranteed money left. Hopefully I'm on the team this year. But if I wasn't great at my job, I wouldn't still be sitting right here. And I'm damn good at my job. Whether that means I get 0 tackles or 0 sacks, or whether I get 10 sacks and 100 tackles, I do what's asked of me at a very high level. We've been struggling the past couple years, but I'm fortunate that the team has chose me to stick around and believe in me and allowing me to put myself in position and the team in position to and believe him so we can get to the next level.
There's no question he's an outstanding athlete. He's an outstanding leader. Probably nobody on the team that works harder than him. There's probably nobody on the team that's a better role model in every aspect that we ask our Falcons to be, not just on the field, but off the field. His community work is incredible.
I was fortunate to go away for 3 years and be around a guy in rare air. And I always hate comparing people, but when you compare demeanor, when you compare the guy, the man, who they are as a human, they're very similar as far as character, the person, the human, the giver, the everything about his team, anything I can do to win, the effort, the extra effort. The things they do outside when people aren't watching, that's different.
And sometimes we just need a fresh start, you know? And I feel like that's what this is for myself, you know, for this organization. I just really feel like our best is ahead for us and with conviction, you know, with conviction. And I'm excited to get back playing fun, you know, playing fast, but all that comes with putting in a lot of hard work day in, day out, and the fun is in the winning.
An angry Grady, a motivated Grady, a Grady that's going to play for the love of the game all over again and reset the thing. It's what you want. It's what you need.
I know it's so much more for me to prove, so much more for me to achieve, and hopefully get, you know, while being a top player in my position in this league. We ready to have some fun. We deserve to have some fun. Fans deserve to have some fun.
Pressure coming. Grady Jarrett again.
Everybody involved deserves to walk around with pride when you wear that Falcon, and that's what it's time for.
I actually have something that I want to show you really quickly. If you wouldn't mind just like playing that for me, down in the corner.
Get off. Power. Hands. Explosive. Relentless.
Rookie year, Tyler Starr. Huh? It's a debut, bro. First NFL game, bro. Let's get it, bro. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Let's get a turnover, man. Kick off return. See, they don't even know about that. Boys on kick off return. That's my first little job.
Too tight in these pads, like.
Got to block for Devin Hester though. Everybody can't see that.
But I really can't believe it. No, like.
Joey Embu.
This is like the hometown team, bro. I usually don't get like, you know what I'm saying, sentimental. This shit is kind of surreal. I mean, I always thought I was gonna be in the NFL, but just how it played out.
You know, just taking in the moment. I mean, it was a surreal moment, you know what I'm saying? And just playing Georgia Dome, making it as a pro, you know, and then being my home. Oh man, that means the world. Like, I mean, even to be able to, you know, see my name still in here, and all these other names, like a lot of names have changed over the years, this and that, and to see my name be consistent, that means so much to me.
To play 10 years in the National Football League is a blessing of its own. To play 10 years in the same spot, for the same city, for the same owner, you know, really for a lot of the same coaches for a long amount of time. To gather the amount of love that he has from people that were here, that are here now, that is rare air.
It's not just the 10 years, it's been his life. We didn't know that it would be the NFL. He worked very hard, but he's worked hard at everything that he's done.
During that time, you know, I was figuring it out, but I mean, I had full confidence that I'll be sitting right here that's just because I knew what was in me, you know, and just trusted that too. To the 22-year-old, I just say, boy, keep going. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Don't let nothing throw you off. Enjoy it like you have and like you will. Keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you do. When I go up, down, keep doing what you're doing. I'm saying, hopefully 42-year-old. I don't know about a 42-year-old D-tackle though. But when it's all said and done, I'm gonna be telling myself, keep doing what you're doing. I see the fire in my eyes in there, and it's still there. I'm trying to level it up, get the fourth, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really do something and leave a legacy that people can chase, and nothing is better than topping off that legacy with start playing some winning football, winning playoff games, winning Super Bowls, getting back to Pro Bowls after you having a hard stretch of, you know, things not going your way. I'm just super motivated to continue to elevate, and even coming off the injury to show that, you know, just because something has been away for a long time, it don't mean that you can't, you know, turn it up another notch. You know, just because somebody ain't did it before, that doesn't mean it can't be done. And, you know, that's what I'm living and going through, walking through right now. And, you know, I got full confidence that my best is always ahead of me, but I really walking that, talking that, work for that, and I'm excited to get back on the field.
Grady Jarrett just planted. They won't even open for business tomorrow in Conyers.
Wrapped up and sacked by Grady Jarrett.
Grady Jarrett hit the drop. You shall not pass.